This is going to be one of the most jam-packed videos I've ever done on the Amazon Influencer Program. We are going to go over some very important dates coming up that you need to know about, my earnings last month, the good and the bad, some significant changes that Amazon made to the program, and then cover one of the most outrageous questions I've ever seen asked by an Amazon influencer. So let's jump right into it. Welcome back. Like I said, we are going to jump right into this because there's so many things that we have to cover. If you don't know what the Amazon Influencer Program is, go back and watch one of the many previous videos. It's one of the easiest ways to make extra money. And one of the things we're going to be going over in this video is my earnings for June, and I will go ahead and let you know now, there is some ugly for the month of June. And let me know in the comments if June was a great month for you or a bad month. If it was a bad month, you are like a lot of other people, and here's the reason why. Just like we talked about at the beginning of the year, the January and February months where everybody had just spent a bunch of money on Christmas, and so they're taking a break from shopping, so that's why those months are down. Well, statistically, the worst months of the year for e-commerce shopping is the summer months, June, July, August. So why is that? Well, during the summertime, less people are shopping because more people are out doing things in the nice weather, or taking vacations, or they have different athletic events that they have to be at. Needless to say, they're not sitting at home on their phone, cooped up in the house, ordering things online. It's the same reason why statistically some of the worst days of the week for online shopping is Saturdays and Sundays, because that's the time when people go out and do things. So if your earnings were down for last month, it's okay. There's an explanation for it. The system didn't just start hating you all of a sudden and wanted to give you bad results. If you had your best month last month, awesome. But make sure to let me know in the comments how June was for you as far as your earnings go. Now, with all that doom and gloom of the summer months not being great for online shopping, there is one great thing that is coming up this month, and that is Prime Days. So Amazon has a couple of these throughout the year where they set a couple days aside for the Prime Days, and that is some of their biggest sales of the year. You should see a very large increase in the sales for those days. So that could be another explanation of why this past month wasn't great, because people know that those days are coming. So toward the end of the month, they may hold off on buying something in case they can get a discount on it at the Prime Days. So that's just another thing to be looking at. So with all that explained, now we're about to jump into the numbers. But before we do, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you are new to the Amazon Influencer Program or thinking about getting in, as always, I have a free beginner guide in the description below. So go get that, it's completely free. Now let's jump right into June's numbers. So looking at our chart here, you can see that every month this year we have increased our earnings month over month, and May was the biggest month of the year so far at $735 in earnings from the influencer program, plus another $60 from the affiliate side, and then another $67 in payments from sellers on Amazon, and one free item. We were riding that high last month. Now we got June, and we have one less day in June than in May, one less day of sales. And then with videos added for the month of May, we had my worst month at 4 videos added, and it's just embarrassing because guess what? This month is even worse. In June, I only did 2 videos. I'm not going to go on my rant again or try to avoid it. I need to pay more attention. So, as always, I suck. Do better than me. So that brings the total videos up to 144 in the program since I joined, and that was the end of last July when I joined. And then clicks in June, our clicks went down pretty heavily to 1,750. Like I said, there's less people shopping online, and also Amazon picks and chooses what videos show up for people to watch. So they could have had just less of my videos showing. That could be the decrease in clicks right there, but we don't really know. So 1,750 clicks, and sales in May was 315. In June, we went down to 185 sales. So looking at the chart comparatively, it was very similar to February sales, slightly below, but it was the worst month in sales since January. So like I said, right after Christmas, not great. right here in the summertime when everybody's out doing things. Not great. But monthly revenue, May was the biggest month at just under 30,000, and June was our second lowest month yet at $15,200 in revenue. So that's money that the sellers made from the sales that came from my videos. So if clicks are down, sales are down, revenue's down, what else do you think is down? My monthly earnings for last month. Still not terrible, but like I said, in May we had biggest month yet at $735. And for the month of June, we had $360 in earnings from the on-site side of the Amazon Influencer Program. And that hurt. It was still better than January, but the lowest of any other month. So we went way backwards. Hopefully Prime Days in July makes up for that, and we get a lot of sales then. But just to add some perspective, it's still $360 in a month where I only added 2 videos. There's not a lot of people shopping online, and I still made $360. I mean, why would you not be doing this? Then we go to the earnings per day category. It's one of my favorites because obviously different months have different amounts of days. So I like to look at the earnings per day, and we had $12 per day in earnings for essentially doing nothing this past month. The work had been done previous months. And then the affiliate side, last month was the highest by far, but that was because of a bonus that I had told y'all about. And I just had some bigger sales on the affiliate side in general. The affiliate side for June was one of the positives of last month, and I made $12 on the affiliate side, which is 3 to 6 times as high as the previous months outside of May. So nothing wrong with the $12. So adding all of that together for 2024, that brings our year-to-date earnings up to $3,068. Like I said, that's halfway through the year. So right now we're on pace for $6,000. Who would not want an extra $6,000 for a vacation or just paying bills or whatever else? It took very little effort for this. So get in if you haven't already. If you do get in, do better than me. Also, one of my favorite categories is the partnerships. Obviously, if I didn't do a lot of videos last month, that means I didn't have a lot of partnerships because they would have been sending me products that I was doing videos for. But I did get paid $20 from one of the partnerships that I have, and I got 3 free items. And out of those was a full studio lighting kit, this nice RGB light that you see back here, giving me this little glow back here, and a makeup vanity for my wife. So if nothing else, even if I made 0 in the program, I got 3 very nice products that I needed and wanted that I didn't pay anything for. So that is a huge bonus in the program to have. And that was a quick look at last month's earnings. So now we're going to jump into some very important changes that Amazon made to the program this past month that you need to know about. So we received an email a week or 2 ago from Amazon directly to ensure the quality of the program and get rid of scammers and all that stuff. There are some policies that they're adding and enforcing, and it's centered essentially around a lot of like duplicating content or being repetitive with your content and how they're going to be removing that stuff. So if this affects any of your videos, it says here that it will appear on your Manage Contents tab. There will be a part that says Needs Attention, and it'll have whatever videos that they have flagged that you're violating these policies on, and it'll tell you why, and you'll need to fix those. So number 1 in their example is content that is very similar or the same as previously posted content from another creator. So essentially they're talking about you taking someone else's videos and posting them as your own, or taking someone else's videos, trying to slightly alter it a little bit, and then posting it as your own. That's wrong. Do not do that. If you have been doing that, they're going to find this and remove you. The second thing is content that is identical to the product detail page. So on the product pages, the seller has already posted images and videos of their product. You are not allowed to just take those and use them as your own to post them. You have to create your own videos. You can't just take theirs. And it does say in here that if you're just doing pictures, you are allowed to take their pictures and make a collage that is essentially your own picture, but you're not allowed to just take, if it's a cup. You're not allowed to take just their picture of that cup and post that one picture. That's theirs, not yours. And then the third one is content that is identical or very close to other videos that you yourself has already posted. So the first one was talking about taking other creators' videos and reposting them as your own. This is talking about you essentially being repetitive with your own content. They are going to flag that and remove it. I mean, they should be doing that anyways, because if you're just posting the same videos over and over, then you're trying to scam the system. So all three of those are good. And then one very important one, they are not allowing any music in videos as of June 27th. So whether you pay to have, usage rights to music or not, it does not matter. You are no longer allowed to have any sort of music in your videos. They are going to mute the video. So, I know some of you like to put little background music behind your voice or whatever in these videos. You're going to have to redo those, take those videos down, remove the music and repost it, or else you're just going to have a muted video that isn't going to be showing up on Amazon. So make sure that you are paying attention to these changes that are being made. Because if you don't, you could have half of your videos sitting over there not being shown to anybody because you haven't went in and fixed them. So that was the important policy changes that you needed to know about. But the last thing that I want to go over in this video is the outrageous question that was asked in a Facebook group this past week that drove me nuts. And I have to explain this to you. I shouldn't have to, but apparently there are people out here that think this way. And I usually don't want to hate on people asking questions because they are asking questions. So they're essentially trying to learn. But you can pay attention to some of the questions being asked and figure out who's trying to scam the system. I'm not saying that this person was, but the question that this particular person asked should be common sense. And apparently it's not. So that's why we're going to talk about it. So essentially what they wanted to do is when you have Canva, you can go on there and there's free videos that Canva has got the license to. But this person asked if it would be okay if they took that stock footage and used it as their videos for this program of the products. I shouldn't have to explain this. This is the Amazon influencer program. It does not mean influencer in the way of like you have 50,000 Instagram followers and you're influencing people. It's more of influencer as in you're making videos of these products because there's someone that's interested in the product. They're on the product page. They're looking at the pictures and they want to see a video that has a real human with the actual product giving a overview, opinion, whatever of this product. They're not going to these videos to see some stock footage. The seller can make their own stock footage. They're clicking on your videos because they want to see your thoughts on it or see the actual size of it in your hands in comparison, the correct color of it, whatever, things that you can't get from pictures and stock videos. So the fact that you're in an influencer program and you want to go around the system where you don't even have to make the videos yourself is ridiculous. Make your own videos. It's not that hard. That was just one of the most outrageous questions that I've ever heard. So I just had to talk about it to make sure nobody else is doing that, because that is a quick way to get yourself kicked out of the program. So like always, I have the free beginner guide in the description below. Go ahead and get that. And please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I know how valuable your time is to sit and watch these videos to the end. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.